Yesterday we went for a walk in the forest at Hamerlberg, close to our house, and I want to show you my Forest EDC kit, a little tool set that I always bring when I go for a walk in the woods. It's a beautiful area. The dogs love it, I enjoy it a lot. But let me show you my Forest EDC kit. I brought the backpack because I have the camera with me. Also, bottle of water is always good. A forest walk, this little bag is all I need. I got a couple of them, these Tasmanian tiger mole bags. I have these mole strips, you can attach them to backpacks and other bags. These are also great if you just want to attach this little bag to your belt. So here in this outer compartment, I keep a roll of biodegradable doggy bags, a must for dog keepers, and a couple of meters of 2mm paracord. Let's take a look inside. Here I have this cutter knife with replacement blades, great for cutting plants, taking clones. Then I have this large Swiss Army knife. It's actually a marine model. It has this large locking blade, partially serrated, no saw. Like I said, it's meant to be used on boats. So it has this pliers and this marlin spike tool that is supposed to help you to untie knots. No saw, but I rarely ever need that during forest walks. What else? Of course, a big lighter. This is a empty small capsule, also great for collecting seeds. Used to contain chili, but that's long gone. I got a fresh one. Sharpie marker. But the most important part of my equipment is on this side. So this is a little box, again for seeds, rocks, anything else that might come to my attention, and a couple of paper bags. This is pretty much it. Here I also put a couple of cable binders. So yeah, lightweight, handy. I don't keep any first aid equipment in here because I usually have an extra bag for that. I also always put one of these foraging bags into my rucksack. They fold really smallly. Then you can unfold them. So this is canvas. And again, can attach that to your belt. So always enough storage to bring home interesting plants, clones, and hopefully soon mushrooms as well. Of course, nowadays smartphone also always travels with me to the forest, because whenever I want to know which plant is this, so for example this little one here next to me, I can find out in a second, as long as we have online connection. Oh, it's a European beech. Why am I not surprised? I recently did a video about this plant identification apps. Take a look, they are really great and super helpful. No luck today with mushrooms, only found a couple inedible ones. They are not highly toxic, but they do cause intestinal uproar, and we don't want it. That is wild basil, a plant I would very much like to add to my collection of herbs. So long stem. I want to take it with the roots. Leave some roots on there. That's beautiful. Must be the Mediterranean climate. I've never seen this plant in the western parts of Austria, but forests they are much more coniferous, higher above sea level, so of course it's a completely different vegetation. So I found a small pot and we're now going to plant this wild basil and see if we can grow it in a pot. Of course that's not possible with all wild or forest plants. So it has really long roots, so I need to improvise a little bit here. So let's get the root parts all into the pot. I'm going to fill this with very light soil, actually a soil for herbs and new grown plants. I should have brought a bit of the soil from the forest, should have mixed it with that. That's usually a good idea, but I forgot. So we are going to try to make it work like so. I mean, they are beautiful, wouldn't you say? I'm gonna put them in here, water them and put them on the windowsill. Maybe next year we're going to have a big pot of wild basil. Quick update, our wild basil survived the first night just fine. Still looking awesome. What I wanted to show you, I found another addition for my EDC kit. These little rose pruning scissors. So very small. You can open them like so, and it's a bypass scissor. C2 company, Nordager, Chinese made, hardened steel, mainly pretty small. So great addition for cutting little branches. And they are lightweight too. And I am definitely going to add those to my kit. Everything has been thoroughly reorganized. It's like analog Tetris. So knife goes here now. Still small and lightweight, but this little pruner will serve me well.